and its role in the civil rights movement. Music as an expression of the desire to be free, music as a way of uniting people who move in a common direction, and music as a way of prodding and pushing society to take the next step forward. As is our custom here at Nichols, we begin with a selection from the African American spiritual tradition. There are hundreds and hundreds of spirituals that still exist, that are still sung in churches, and schools, and concert halls all over the world. This is truly a remarkable fact. No other music which arose on American soil prior to 1900 has been so resilient. No other music is as important to laying the foundation for the variety of American music that followed it. Many of the spirituals are more than 200 years old. Most date from about a 100-year span of 1760s, which history folks was the great 1760s, the great awakening, thank you. Lasting, thank you very much. Lasting to the 1860s, which of course was the Civil War, thank you very much. Of course, no doubt thousands of songs have been lost to history, but hundreds and hundreds of them remain. Passed down in an oral tradition, remember the slaves were forbidden by law in many places to read or write. These songs speak of suffering and transformation, of struggle and resistance, of hope and healing. Wyatt T. Walker, in his book called Somebody Calling My Name, states that the spirituals are the heart music of all other American music. They are its taproot, America's most authentic music, born in the veritable hell of the American slave system. We're going to start with a spiritual called My Lord, What a Morning, and you may recognize this photo of Marian Anderson singing at the Lincoln Memorial on Easter Sunday in 1939. Having been refused permission to sing to an audience at Constitution Hall by the Daughters of the American Revolution, Marian Anderson was invited by President Franklin Roosevelt and First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt to sing a very high-profile concert on the Mall in Washington that attracted a crowd of more than 75,000 people. The concert and that moment in time became an iconic snapshot of one more step forward in the march towards civil rights in America. Marian Anderson was one of the most celebrated singers of the early 20th century. Known for her rich, beautiful contralto voice, she performed a wide range of music from spiritual and folk songs to opera and art songs. Marian Anderson chose as the title of her autobiography, My Lord, What a Morning, the first spiritual that you'll be hearing today. Now, as we say every year, the spirituals can be viewed from many different angles. They have sort of a gem-like or lapidary quality. Although the text of this spiritual is quite simple, its meaning is anything but simple. Indeed, the meaning of the word can be quite complex. In a few moments, we'll sing an arrangement by H.T. Burley. The text of the song will be projected above the singers. But I want you, as you are looking at the text and hearing the words, think about the word morning as a metaphor in this song. There are many possible interpretations of the word morning. It may mean the death of a solitary soul and its ascent to heaven. It may signal the end times of the world and its biblical reference from the book of Revelation. It may mean the end of slavery. It may mean any transformative new day or new beginning for anyone. And it may mean any new beginning for an individual or community. How appropriate that Marian Anderson, who helped to break new ground in race relations, chose this as the title to her own life story.